action. We're at Empower Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And off we go from Denver. Here's John Mechie on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 now. It's still 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has enough for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
4th down.
He's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold to throw. His first throw is an interception. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. Making some progress here. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Throwing here, Darnold. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
From the red zone now. Fights off the pressure. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready.
Design quarterback run here. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd
19 tight.
7.
19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19. Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos reach pay dirt for the first time this game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This is Mechie with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
And the Dolphins first down.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Throw right side, Dell has it. Gets it to the 15. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a second quarter lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. Reichard on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. From the gun, Darnold. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
All right, he's got a pick. He's now got a sack. I know we don't have hat tricks like hockey or soccer, but if he can recover a fumble before the game ends, why don't we invent a new stat and consider a defensive hat trick or something like it?
And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. That run gets him 7. It's going to bring up third and 12.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, most of the offenses I've been around love code words in the run game. And for draws, it's usually a D word, Denver, Dallas. I'll tell you what else. Add a D word to the defense, because when you hit them with a draw like that, it puts doubt in their mind of how upfield they can get.
To throw, here's Darnold. Complete left side, it's just long. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Throwing on first, here's Darnold. Downfield, and Tislam has it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First and 10 at the 25.
Option give here. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Darnold. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Gronk, and now they stay out there for third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
To the air on third and long. Finds the in route complete. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
60
Brings up fourth down.
18 Cardinals. Cup 19. Cup 70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
They got to jump up front as long as none of their guys went early, and this is going to give them the first down. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. A costly penalty flag there as that turns fourth down into first and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. So now it's going to be third and long.
Gosh, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Third and long. Here's Darnold. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 20.
So it'll be second and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. More for Mile High in just a moment. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Here's Mahomes. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And some excellent work to drive him all the way out past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Looking to throw Mahomes.
First down, Miami.
Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
That's Metcalf running the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First and 10 at the 47.
Throwing again, Mahomes. He gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33.
4 yards.
So 20 yards on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
4 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Caught near the goal line. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, 15, hold on these two, hold on these two. Arjo Wu, 0-15. Attack!
Another throw for Mahomes. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown.
Riker is lining up for the extra point.
Riker there to tack on the extra point. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Broncos 7.
Here's Riker set to kick this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Dolphins going to counter with a dime package here. 3rd down. He'll throw it. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game. This one's quickly mopped up, too.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jones. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You can know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. Now setting up a screen for Jacobs. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2.
And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Tank Dell, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. One after try good by Reichert. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 7. Will Reichert to kick off.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Picked up at the 38. And it gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Has a hole left, room to run. There it is, touchdown Miami! The Dolphins trying to end this before the final quarter. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead.
Broncos 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Broncos cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This is Mechie with the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own
Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. This one's to Kirk out left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. We've set it downs from 37. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throw in is Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
This, our last play of the quarter.
Easy.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Pass complete to Gunners. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name.
He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
42. Broncos 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
Will Reichert to kick off.
Worthy now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Now Darnold off the play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That's no good. The veteran misses one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, did the Broncos get to that one? Yeah, looks like they did. All right, right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was two things, Kate. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment, but B, and so much more important,
he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So Darnold in the offense getting set. 2-point attempt upcoming. Right, they're going to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
42, Broncos 26.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Dolphins get on that football. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them now.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Yellow.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. They'll go. It's Mahomes. Into the hands of Dell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make the play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Blitz coming. Mahomes hits him on the out route. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
On 2nd down, Jacobs has room into the secondary, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. One after try good by Reichert. And the Dolphins stretch the lead to 23.
Broncos 26. Will Reichert to kick off.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Worthy now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Darnold. Working downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
The Broncos will line up.
And again, it's Darnold. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
This is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff, running right, Jacobs. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Dolphins about to move to a perfect 5-0 this season. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Going run again with Jacobs. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's Mahomes on a design run. Up to take a knee on 2nd down. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Looks like a design run here from Mahomes. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Hey, 50 cents.
3rd and long for him here. Dialing up a receiver screen. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defensive converts on 3rd and 17.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.